learned so much about our new characters so far this season, and I can't wait to dive into even more of your comments and theories down below. As always, of course, feel free to contribute to the conversation in the comments below. So to start off with, here's something pretty interesting. I saw this graphic on Twitter from Fortnite BR, and it basically just shows each member of the 7. And there are 2 outliers there. Can you see them? One is the Paradigm, who we had previously known was a rare skin that came out in the item shop. And then, of course, the newest member, who isn't out yet, her name is the Order. She is also a rare skin, making her and Paradigm the only ones out of the entire group to be a different rarity. If anything, I would have expected the Imagined to actually be the one who's blue, considering they are still kind of friends, and the Imagined has been doing a lot for her lately. Instead, we have the Paradigm tied to the Order, and if we're evaluating and really trying to think about everything, because this certainly has got to mean something, right? I mean, there's no way they would have 2 members of the most important group in the game not be the same rarity. And no, it has nothing to do with Epic getting money for once, because you can see they could have made the other 5 members of the 7 come out in the item shop as well. As we continue to learn more and more about the 7, and in particular the Order, considering she's new, hopefully this will sort of be cleared up and maybe there's some sort of connection that will become very obvious in the coming weeks or months. Speaking of learning about her, you know, there is a good point that I've seen raised on Twitter. There is this graphic that has been going around, so check it out. Look at the way that the Order is posing, and then look at this skin, the Panther skin, which is also a rare variety skin, right? So I don't know if this is actually gonna be a style for the Order. Nope, just looked it up. It is an entirely separate skin. So you can see right away why we would be suspicious, right? It's an awfully similar stance to the exact same one that the Order is doing, right? So pretty big giveaway. Not only that, but the helmet is very similar to the 7. And you can see the description says, an IO agent tasked with infiltrating the 7. Okay. So is this the Order? Is this a different version of the Order? It is indeed a separate skin, but is it literally just the Order dressed up? Is the Order actually trying to infiltrate the 7 and cause some harm? This is huge. Looking at the Order's back bling, you can see that the description of the Ordered wingspan is, "You'll never catch me, I'm too resourceful and cunning." Okay, I feel like I need to make an entire video on just this alone, which we'll get to that hopefully in the next day or 2. I mean, holy cow, look at the grin, this smirk that the Order has on her face right here. It is just extremely cunning. If you take a look at the Order's loading screen, you can see her not in the Panther outfit, in what appears to be her hiding from members of the IO that are right below her. She's clearly not trying to get caught here, and it seems like she's doing something that would benefit the 7. Why else would she be hiding from the IO? Maybe it's possible that the Panther outfit is an earlier version of the Order, and once the 7 actually recruited her, she completely changed her allegiances. You know, I believe people can change, but at the same time now there's always this thought in the back of our mind, well, if all this adds up, then she was originally designed to take down the 7 and actually end up in this very situation where she has earned their trust to such a crazy degree. To play on to this overall deception, her sister, the Imagined, was trying to extract information out of Jones at that party they threw about where the IO kept their internal files. She herself has been seeming very sketchy lately, and this only adds on to that narrative. So at this point, it appears that the Order was definitely, at the very least, a former IO agent, okay? It's apparent to me that the same is true of the Imagined. And come on, their names are literally Imagined Order. How more clear can you get? Assuming this is true, is it possible that the Imagined wanted to know where the files were that the IO keeps so she could infiltrate into the base to destroy those files? In other words, there would be no record of them formerly being an IO agent, and the 7 would never ever find out. Or maybe they just want to find the files so they can remember everything if their memory is indeed actually wiped. Or maybe she's lying about her mind being wiped entirely, and she's just waiting for the Order to get here so they can both turn at once on the 7. Whew, crazy stuff. Blue Animated said, I do like the theory that Gino is the founder of the IO and the father of the sisters. Maybe the Imagined betrayed the IO like Jones did and got her memory wiped, kind of like what they were planning to do with Jones in the chapter finale. Yeah, so it definitely looked like they were getting ready to wipe Jones's memory and turn him into maybe some sort of automated robot clone. And since we know they attempted to do this to a former betrayer of the IO, is it possible that the sisters may have had their mind wiped by Gino upon an attempt to defect from the organization? That way, if they ever do actually fight against the IO in the future, they would not have all the insider knowledge of what they used to know, which is kind of what Joker Blader said as well. Diving a little further into this whole mind wipe thing with at least one of the sisters, Kabed says it's likely that during the intro to the season, the Imagined lost her memory to the loop, and that's when Doctor Strange brought everyone to the fight. Only her and the loopers didn't have masks. I remember talking about this at the start of the season. I thought that all of the Seven's suits were airtight and fully kept them controlled and kept their memories clean and alive whenever the loop reset. Yet the Imagined rolled out with Doctor Strange with no helmet. Come to find out, she has lost all of her memories. Maybe at some point something caused her helmet to break, and then once the loop reset without her helmet on, she just lost her memory, and of course the loop just keeps going and going, so there's no way you'd get that information back. Maybe the sisters were genuine members of the Seven who were loyal and hard and true, but then at some point the IO used some sort of tactic to break her memories, at least one of the sisters' memories, so they would start to question who they are, and eventually they could reintroduce themselves to who they used to be, show them all the proof, and then they would turn on the Seven. I can already hear you guys just typing away. Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe and click on to the next video to keep the train rolling. Watch another epic video, read some more theories, and let's get it poppin'. Thank you.